Welcome back. In today's video, we're tackling one of those timeless design debates, polished brass or aged patina. There are just some things that divide us, and it seems like we may never agree. Are you a traditionalist who prefers to refinish furniture than paint over the wood? Are you a New York style or deep dish person? Are you passionate about New York or LA, Edward or Jacob? We all have our opinions on which one is better, and we're diving into the brass debate with some deep cleaning as I show you some of my vintage brass pieces, how I clean brass, and reveal some amazing transformations. Let's get into it. Prior to shining up your brass, thoroughly clean your item. So use dish soap and your sponge to clean and dry the brass item. To polish your brass, you're going to need the following items. 1. Clean rags. 2. Dish soap. 3. A sponge. 4. Barkeeper's friend. 5. Rubber gloves. 6. Patience. 7. Elbow grease. I think I have linked items 1 through 5 on my Amazon storefront, but for 6 and 7, you're on your own. After your item has been cleaned and dried, lay out a large rag to serve as a catch-all for any barkeeper's friend that might come off while you're working on your brass. Next, put on your gloves, and this is really important. Barkeeper's friend is very good at removing patina, the dirt and the grime and time off of your brass item. It will also remove your skin off your body if it comes in contact with your skin for a prolonged period of time. I learned this the hard way while cleaning my chandelier. Don't let this happen to you, so put your gloves on. Next step, start applying Barkeeper's Friend liberally on your brass item. Now, some people are going to apply the Barkeeper's Friend and then start polishing and buffing their brass right away. I don't do this. I let it sit for a while. The time you let it sit on your item depends on the damage and dirt of the item. So why don't you start with 10 minutes? Apply the Barkeeper's Friend all over the brass item, set your timer, and come back in 10 minutes. Take a clean rag and start buffing the Barkeeper's Friend into the brass. You'll notice that your rag will start to collect a bit of grime. Once it starts doing that, move to a clean part of the rag and continue to buff in the Barkeeper's Friend. Keep repeating this action of rubbing the Barkeeper's Friend into the item until you have covered the entire item. If the Barkeeper's Friend and you did your jobs correctly, most of the Barkeeper's Friend will be gone and you'll be left with a shinier brass item. Repeat this entire process as many times as necessary until you get the desired look. If you're looking for really shiny brass, you may have to do this several times. You may have to buff a little harder if your item is super damaged. I've gotten some really difficult corrosion and rust off using this method, so it will work. It's that patience and elbow grease. Once you have gotten your brass item to the luster and shine that you're looking for, clean it. Take your brass item back to the sink, wash it with dish soap, and dry it with a clean towel or rag. One note about scrubbing brass while you're cleaning and polishing, I would avoid using sponges or rags that are very abrasive as they may scratch the brass. And that's it. It's pretty simple. Check out some of these amazing before and after transformations. I love the look of aged brass, and I often clean my brass rather than polishing it. Sometimes I prefer the green or blue-green oxidation marks over a polished item. However, even I was shocked by how beautiful some of the pieces came out, and I was there. Did you see the Indian candlestick holders that I got at Brimfield? Even the vendor thought they were a lost cause, and they are stunning. Sound off in the comments with your preference, and feel free to weigh in on some of the other hotly contested interior design and decorating debates. Many of these brass items are available on my Poshmark, so if you see something you like, you may be able to bring it home. I'll link it in the caption. If you liked this video, give it a like and subscribe to see more content like this. I'll see you next Saturday.